Hey, so we've talked about some exercises we do to help calm us, to help relax us, to help us focus. And I know in class before we've talked about our brain a lot. So if you've been in our program, you've talked about our brain, but some of us are new or some of us may have forgot because it's been a while. So we're going to read your fantastic elastic brain. Stretch it and shape it. The little owl and our mouse we're going to look for, and it says an average person's short-term memory can hold 7 digits at a time. I think I can remember that number. And then we have our little friends here, and it says a human brain weighs about 3 pounds. Ugh, it feels like a lot more. What does your brain really do? Does it fill the space between your ears? Hello in there. All I see is pink stuff. Well, yes, but your brain can do so much more. Your brain helps you think and remember, and name what you see and what you hear. It lets you move your body and feel both touch and emotions. Your brain does all the things that make you, you. Likes red foods. Favorite word is elbow. Ping pong champ. Knows global landmarks, good at science, enjoys reading pirate books. And our little owl says she is so unique. And then our little mouse says my favorite word is foot. So our brain is what makes us us, or what makes you you. And you might like certain things and not like certain things, and know certain things, or really love certain things. And that's because your brain makes you you. So, what is your brain? Is it a muscle? No, the brain is an organ in your body. It's made up of cells and tissue. Greetings, Earthlings. Welcome to Planet Organ. The brain controls everything you do, everything you think, everything you feel, and everything you dream. Our little guy says, hey, I had that same dream. The brain has many parts that do all kind of different jobs. We have our cerebrum, our prefrontal cortex, our amygdala, our cerebellum, and our hippocampus. Whoa, that pink stuff is busy. I think, therefore I am. That's deep. The cerebrum. The cerebrum is the largest part of your brain. It helps you think and speak. So here's the largest part, the cerebrum, that helps us think and speak. The cerebellum is a small part of the back of the brain that helps your muscles to coordinate your movements and your balance so that you can walk, ride a bike, or play tag. I can walk and chew gum. And look at, he fell in the hole, so clearly he cannot. prefrontal cortex, which is right there in the front. Let's look here again, our prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex, PFC for short, is the part of your brain behind your forehead. It lets you make plans and decisions. And we have our lunch lady here, and she says, mystery meat or secret soup? And her brain's saying, decisions. Our hippocampus. The hippocampus is at the center of your brain. It works like a file cabinet to help you store and find memories. So right there, our hippocampus right in the middle, helping us store memories. It's our file cabinet there. Our amygdala. There's our amygdala right here, this little part right there. The amygdala is the tiniest packed group of cells deep within the center of your brain that controls your emotions. Something so little is so important. Emotions like excited and angry, embarrassed, frightened, sad, and happy. That little guy has a lot of responsibility. And our neurons are everywhere in your brain. They make tiny brain cells that make electrical signals to send messages to other cells in your body telling them what to do. Amygdala means almond. I can see how it got that name. And they show right here. That's the conversation between our little owl and mouse. And the amygdala is about the same size and shape as an almond. And then there's our neurons. And our brain has lots of those. And those are what sends our messages to the other cells telling them what to do. When you were born, you were very little. Your brain was small and not so strong. As you got older, your brain grows and gets stronger. As part of your body, your brain grows and learns to do new things. And you can make your brain do even more. Your brain grows very fast during the first 10 years of your life. This is the magic decade when you can help your brain grow faster. So some of you are almost 10, some of you are 10, some of you have a couple of years to go. So this is our magic decade, and we want to get as much in our brain as we can. So help it grow faster and be more powerful. Just like lifting weights help your muscles get stronger, learning new things strengthens your brain. You can give your brain a good workout by trying to learn many different things. Right. Like elastic bands that stretch when you pull them. Even things that are hard at first, or you don't like to do, or that you don't do very well, get easier when you keep trying. So it's important to stretch your brain. So even if something's hard, to keep on trying, to really stretch that brain and help it grow. And most things are not easy at first. You have to keep on trying. You can see that in the pictures here with our friends playing soccer. Nice kick. Think about the first time you played soccer. You probably couldn't kick the ball far or make many goals. But as you kept going to practices, you learned more about the rules of the game and followed your coach's directions. The muscles in your legs and feet grow stronger, and your movements were more coordinated, and you could run faster, farther, and faster. Learning more and practicing what you learned let you play better and have more fun. Practice really does make perfect, or at least much better. So you might see there might be other things that you've tried, maybe not soccer, but things that as you've played it more or done something more, you get better and better. Even when you make a mistake while you're learning something new, you are still training the brain. We have our magician here. Abracadabra. Nothing yet. And she's reading about how to make a rabbit appear. Shazam! Keep trying. Hocus pocus. You will remember that mistakes and try something else until you get it right. So it's so important for our brains to keep on trying. Making mistakes is one of the best ways your brain learns and grows. If you aren't willing to risk being wrong, you won't take the chance to stretch your elastic brain. So you want to, do stuff that you might be wrong or you might struggle with because it helps stretch your brain. You can stretch the part of your brain that controls your feelings too. If you are frightened about taking a risk, like learning to swim, finding the courage to put your face in the water stretches your amygdala. It will remind you that you overcame your fear. So you'll be braver the next time someone scares you like diving into the water. So doing something that might be scary or cause some emotions, to be frightened or scared or nervous, but to still do it and keep on trying helps stretch and grow your brain. Learning something new causes the brain to grow more connections among the neurons. With more connections, the neurons can send and receive more messages. These connections help to stretch a part of your brain that make it more elastic so that it can hold more information and ideas. How does the brain stretch and grow? A word that begins with neuro has something to do with the brain. A sculptor molds and shapes or carves things out of clay or wood or stone. So you shape your brain when you make it bigger by adding new things you know and can do. You are a neurosculptor. How did you do that? Neurons, my feathered friend. So he says, how did you do this? And he just sculpted this. He said neurons. His neurons help him grow and learn how to do that. That's why we do schoolwork, and sometimes it's challenging, and we learn new things to help grow our brains. When you learn something new, you're building on what you have already learned. In the same way that muscles in your body work together when you want to lift a heavy object or kick a ball. The different parts of your brain work together when you're learning something new. She's learning how to play the piano. The amygdala makes you want to learn to play the piano. The cerebrum helps you decide to practice. The cerebellum calls up the memory of watching and listening when your piano teacher showed you how to play a new piece of music. Then your cerebellum sends a message through the neurons to the muscles in your wrists, hands, and fingers so that you can hit the right notes. The next time you play that piece of music, the parts of your brain and body will know how to work together and you will play the song more easily. So all the parts of your brain work together and they grow and they develop as you practice and learn things. And those connections get faster and faster the more you practice. The brain that makes you really is an amazing organ. It controls when you think, do, feel, and remember. Your brain is growing very fast during your first 10 years of life, and now we know that you can help it grow. When you try hard to learn something new, connections grow from neurons and attach to other neurons. Then your brain can send messages faster, making part of your brain bigger and stronger. Making mistakes really helps you learn because your brain keeps trying new things and stretching. Until you figure out the answer to your problem, you are shaping a more elastic brain when you learn new things that build on what you already know. So it's important to try things and solve the problems that you have because it helps stretch your brain and build those muscles, those brain muscles. The more you learn and think about different kinds of things, the more you can learn, know, and enjoy. You really can train your brain to be fit and strong and to keep stretching and growing throughout your whole life. All right. Here you go. Thank you so much.